Take that, Broussard. We kick things off in Boston. Best playoff game of the weekend by far, Nets Celtics game 1. You got 19 lead changes leading up to an unbelievable finish. Marcus Smart found Jason Tatum, cut into the hoop, laid it up, and in for the win as time expired, with Kevin Durant just left standing, being like, was that Mike? Was I supposed to do something there? For Tatum, though, first career buzzer beater. How about that? And Kyrie led the Nets with 39 in the loss, not without a little bit of controversy. We will have more of him later in the show. But Broussard, Nets, they were your pick to win the East. How discouraged should they be after yesterday's loss to Boston?
Jenna, discouraged? Discouraged?
Yeah.
They should be encouraged. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
Hold on. Their best player, Kevin Durant, was terrible. 9 for 24, 1 for 5 from 3, 6 turnovers. He got outplayed all night long by Jason Tatum. He showed up briefly in the third quarter. And then only gave you 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Like, that wasn't KD. They were out there without KD. And they lost by a point on a buzzer-beating layup. Nah, I'm not discouraged. And beyond that, Jenna, Al Horford gave you 20. He doubled his season average. He gonna do that every night? Marcus Smart gave you 20. Nearly doubled his season average. He gonna do that every night? I think not. So, no, Nick, the last time Kevin Durant played this poorly in a playoff game was the first round
overtime of Game
2019. He was in a was in a Warriors uniform. That's not a game. That's a segment of a game. Whole game.
Sorry.
It was game 2 against the Clippers. Remember when he just decided not to shoot? 5 for 8 from the field,
and
only took 8 shots, still scored 21. They lost. And everybody's like, what's going on? Yeah. So his last 3 playoff games, Nick, he averaged 43 points on 54% shooting. That was against Milwaukee. So I'm going to bet that Kevin Durant is not going to play several games like he did yesterday. So, no, I'm not discouraged because when the real KD shows up, they're going to be fine.
Okay, but here's the problem with that analysis, Brew, is when the real KD shows up, I don't think it's going to also coincide with Kyrie Irving having one of the best games of his life. Because KD was bad, but Kyrie was sensational. And KD and Kyrie combined for 62 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals on 48% shooting, which is about what they will combine for throughout the series. And your beloved, lifelong favorite team, the Nets, lost. And so, I mean, it's 31 a game for the two of them combined. Yeah, I think the Nets would probably take that right now, 62 on nearly 50% shooting. But the reason they lost, Wilds, is the reason this team is drawing dead to win multiple series. And they did not lose because Jason Tatum is arranging reservations at Club Superstar, however he is. They lost because at the end of the game, Wilds, they were up 3 with 45 seconds. Don't go to the tape just yet. And they needed 1 stop or 1 bucket. And what ended up happening was they gave up 2 layups and got a contested 3. That's why they lost. So just, Wilds, let's just watch the end of the game, and what you'll see is a team that can't win a title. Great design by the Celtics. They pull out Claxton and Durant's men to get him out there. You get a layup. Now, here's Kyrie Irving with a great Curly Neal impersonation, Brew, for 12 seconds, which ends up leaving poor Kevin Durant out there and get the ball with 3 seconds left. What am I supposed to do? Durant. Contested 3, great contest by Tatum. And then the Celtics, they don't call timeout. They say, no, we trust our guys. And audience, America, please watch Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but mostly Kevin Durant on this play, because when you watch them, you get to do what they did, which is watch the play. This is why they lost. Here's the thing, Wilds, 48 minutes you got to play. Nets gave you 47-15. Not quite enough. The Celtics their 2 shots to win the game came a combined 6 inches from the hoop. The Nets' 1 shot at the end of the game came 29 feet from the hoop. And that's why. That's a perfect microcosm. And the defense here, come on, KD. Come on, KD. That's why this is not a championship-level team. It is not going to be a second-round level team.
True.
I can't wait to get to that highlight. Go ahead, Wilds.
But Brew, no, he has a point.
And I don't.
Like if you're
and I don't.
No, but he has a point where, like, look.
That was Kevin Durant?
When the Nets, in previous games, when the Nets run a play for KD, someone just says, you know what, I'll be on Kyrie patrol. Even when Kyrie's not going to get the ball, someone symbolically goes over and just is on Kyrie patrol. No one on the Nets said, all right, you know what, someone just keep a body on Tatum. He's the superstar. Even if Marcus Smart, the sharpshooter, has the ball, someone just always keep their eye on Tatum so nothing wacky happens. And they didn't. Kyrie and Kevin Durant start watching the game just like we are, and then Kyrie does a little turnstile, like Tatum turnstiles Kyrie. Kyrie's like, post-game, he's like, well, I had two guys. Like, buddy, you had zero guys. You were watching the game. It was a great game, don't get me wrong. It'd be a high rating, but you're not supposed to be watching. You're supposed to be participating.
I watched it too.
Nick has got a point. He's got a point, Broussard.
Let's go back.
This is a pivotal play.
Down these plays.
No one's watching Tatum. Go.
Great play by. I'm not going to defend the Nets totally on that. But let's see give me the 40 seconds. Give me the first layup by Jaylen Brown. Here we go. Here we go.
Easy.
He drives, push off. Did he not push off?
Oh, come on.
Did he not push off?
You're soft.
The refs.
Hold on. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
He pushed off.
Stop.
Now, hold on.
Stop it.
That's a push off. I mean, that's what it is. I'm not going to cry over it,
refs,
but because I get it. You let him play at the end. But he clearly pushed off. Look at that. There's
not
no doubt.
enough fouls in this game.
He pushed off, Bruce. That's why Bruce Brown's like, yo. Okay, so there. I'll give you that. They're calling it tight all night. They let that go. That's number one. I'll give Nick. I can't defend that last play. Go to the Nets offense. I'm not going to defend this because you're right. The Nets went hero.
Curly Neal.
Kyrie is thinking me or KD. I'm giving you this. He's thinking me or KD is taking a shot, and that's
Bruce
hero
Brown's
ball.
open.
You guys
He's
know
not thinking me
I
or
am
KD.
a proponent of make the play to the open man. Claxton's open first. Go back to the beginning of that. Claxton was open first, and then Kyrie had a chance to drive left. Here we go.
What are we looking for?
No, I'm breaking it down. Claxton's open there. Kyrie could go left to open it up for Dragic for a corner three. He doesn't. Then Brown's open.
Agreed.
And he goes to Kyrie. So I'm giving you that. That's hero ball. But that can be changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm not betting
really?
against. I got KD and Kyrie at the end of a game. They'll be fine. Look, it was a great game. I take nothing away from the Celtics. And the last play, they executed well, and the Nets didn't. I'm supposed to say two champions? Nick, these aren't whippersnappers. These aren't unproven players. Kevin Durant is a two-time champion. Kyrie Irving hit arguably the biggest shot in NBA history. I'm supposed to think they can't get it done. No, I'm not. You can go that route.
Literally didn't.
No, what you're supposed to think is, what you're supposed to think is, Brew, that you got to win 4. The Celtics have now won 1. You're only allowed to lose 4. The Nets have now lost 1. They lost what will be the best game Kyrie plays all series. Now, it's fine. It's just one game. But you only get 4. You only get 4 of these chances.
Of doing that again.
I don't think Kyrie's going to be. I think this will be at the end of the series. I think this is going to be Kyrie's best game. But I also do think it is noteworthy that at the end of this game, and you're talking about the Bruce Brown push-off, or the push-off by Jaylen Brown. That's fine. But here's the other thing that's noteworthy.
It wasn't. Okay.
There was, listen, it was a push-off. I don't think that they usually call that at the end. But whatever, set that aside. I'm not going to talk about the officiating after that basketball game. Here's what is noteworthy.
I'm with you.
Did you see the 5 on the court? Because the Nets had 2 timeouts. They could have gone offense, defense if they wanted to. The Celtics had just taken a timeout after the Kyrie 3. And Steve Nash, this is either, I don't know if it's Sean Marks or Steve Nash's fault. It's either the roster construction or the coaching. But for some reason, Steve Nash was like, all right, biggest defensive possession of the season. Who's my 5 best guys? and he ended up with 3 of the 5 being Bruce Brown, Goran Dragic, and Kyrie Irving. That's either you don't have a championship team or you don't have a championship coach. Because if that's your 5 best guys defensively, that's a problem, buddy.
Nick,
Kyrie
it
hits
wasn't
the 3.
out of a timeout.
The Celtics.
It wasn't out of a timeout.
Yes,
so you're
it
supposed
was.
to
I'm
get
not
Kyrie.
talking about the
Kyrie's
game-winning
not supposed to be
basket.
there at the end of the game.
Brew, hold on a second.
Okay, what are you talking
They're
about?
showing the wrong play. I'm talking about the Jaylen Brown layup.
Okay.
Kyrie hits a 3. The Nets go up 3. The Celtics call timeout. The rest of the game, there is not a stoppage. So that is those 5 on the court are the 5 Nash put out there for the biggest defensive possession of the season. Claxton, Durant, fine, and then Dragic, Kyrie,
I was
Bruce
gonna say
Brown.
Claxton's
okay,
fine.
that team's going to get stops it into playoff games. That team's going to win a championship. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it.
Suit Ben up.
All right. Well,
Ben, get your uniform on.
I'll live with that.
listen,
I can live with that.
We have nearly 2 more hours to discuss this, plus what happened with Kyrie in the game, plus Game 2 set for Wednesday in Boston. We will reset this all over again. We got to switch gears, talk some Western Conference now. How scary are the Warriors after their dismantling of Denver? That's next. First things first on a Monday morning.